Your VA disability can be used to purchase your house with no down payment. So whether you are rated 10%, 100%, or anything in the middle, you can use this VA disability income towards your real estate purchase. And in this video, I'm going to review what a person that is rated 100% by the Department of Veterans Affairs with one spouse and two dependent children, what their pre-approval would look like for 2026. So if you are working on getting your disability increased or you're looking to buy a house in 2026, this video is for you. By the way, my name is Dylan Severing. I'm a North Carolina real estate broker. For the last 5 years, me and my family have used our VA home loans to buy several $1 million in VA home loan real estate. Now I use these channels to inform and guide veterans and service members regarding their VA home loan transaction. So if you're buying, building, multifamily, barn-do, coast to coast, I schedule calls with veterans and service members 7 days a week to discuss their VA home buying opportunities. So if that's you and you want to schedule a call, my link is in the description. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you go to the va.gov website and find the disability income charts that shows how much income per rating. We can see that a veteran that is rated 100% with one child and one spouse is receiving $4,200 every month. We can also see that for each additional child, the veteran will receive an additional $106 per dependent child. So also, if you are already rated at 100%, then you do not need to check this website. Obviously, you know how much money you are receiving every single month. So once you know what the 2025 rate is for VA disability income for a 100% veteran, since we're calculating for 2026, right here shows that the estimated COLA, cost of living adjustment increase for 2026 is projected to be 2.7 to 2.8%. So what we're going to do is take our disability income that we just determined of $4,300 a month and take it times 102.7%. That's going to give us our proposed 2026 VA disability income. Again, this is for a veteran that is rated 100% with one spouse and two children dependents. So now we know that in 2026, this person is going to be receiving $4,423 every month from the VA. This is called your qualifying income. So now that we've determined our qualifying income, let's look into what residual income is. So the VA Home Loan Handbook states that there is no debt to income ratio requirement. So what that means is a lot of mortgage lenders have a requirement that a borrower has to have their debts at a very specific ratio to how much income they have. The VA home loan does not have this requirement set by the VA. They have a residual income requirement, meaning that there needs to be a specific amount of money that's left over every single month after your mortgage payment in order to qualify for this payment. And this number, this residual income number, is determined by the size of your family and the region in which you are located. We can see that it's Northeast, Midwest, South, and Western parts. And here is how it is divided up depending on which state. So since I live in North Carolina, we're going to use the North Carolina, which is in the southern part. So what we're going to do is take our qualifying income that was just determined, the $4,423, and subtract $1,003, because we can see here that in the South, a 4-person family size has a residual income requirement of $1,003. But you can see that I subtracted $1,203 opposed to $1,003. I added the additional 20% because in certain circumstances, depending on certain people's credit and current debt obligations, this residual income requirement may be boosted higher, and it's a conservative way to measure this formula. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to gross this residual income up and say that it's $1,200 just to be on the conservative side. So we're going to take our $4,423 qualifying income and subtract our $1,203 residual income requirement, which is going to leave us a total buying power of $3,220 a month. This is going to be our allowable monthly payment. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at two different scenarios. We're going to look at one right here. This scenario is going to be one person with debt. We're going to show a $400 a month car payment and a $300 a month credit card payment. And this person, we're going to show no car payment, no debt obligations. So, like I said, the $400 a month car payment and the $300 a month credit card obligation, we're going to take those monthly debt obligation payments and we're going to subtract them from the allowable monthly mortgage payment that we just can see that the person with the debt obligation is going to have a $2,520 a month allowed maximum monthly mortgage payment. Without the debt obligation is going to have a $3,220 a month mortgage payment. Included in this monthly mortgage payment figure is what we're going to need to include our principal and interest, which is our loan amount, and then the cost of the loan, our interest. And then we also need our taxes. So your city and your county are going to have a yearly tax bill, and that's going to be included into your monthly mortgage payment, as well as your lender is going to require a homeowner's insurance policy. It's going to be on a 6-month or maybe a 12-month basis. This is going to be divided into a monthly payment that's added onto your mortgage payment every month. And then also HOA fees if that is applicable. All of these need to fit into these two numbers that we just discussed. Let's look at how much house you can buy with these two approval amounts. You can see the first person has the $2,520 a month allowed monthly mortgage payment. This is the person that had the car payment and the credit card payments. They have the same income, but just different debt obligations. We can see that they fully maximize their VA home buying opportunity, that they're going to be qualified for a $346,000 property. And I calculated this off of a 6.5% interest rate with $195 a month taxes and $135 a month insurance, opposed to the veteran that has no monthly debt obligations. They don't have any car payments or credit card payments. Their fully maximized VA home buying power is going to be $448,000. This is going to be with a 6.5% fixed rate. And I did increase the taxes and the insurance a little bit because it's a $100,000 difference. So the taxes and the insurance are most likely going to be higher. But you can see just by not having a car and not having a credit card, it's a $100,000 difference in buying power. So make sure you're not picking up auto loans or you're keeping low balances, especially if you're planning on buying a house in the next 12 months, 24 months. So this is the projection that I'm seeing right now for a 2026 cost of living adjustment with that 2.7 or maybe that 2.8% increase. If you're looking to buy a house in 2026, no matter where you are at, make sure you're working with the right mortgage lending team, the right real estate broker to take care of your transaction. We're negotiating a ton of seller paid concessions right now. Buyers are getting lower interest rates because sellers are paying their closing costs and they're paying down their rates. So this is a perfect time to buy. Do not let anybody tell you any differently. I like to sign every video off by saying, I make these channels and these videos in order to inform and educate and guide veterans and service members along their VA home buying transaction. Whenever I first used my VA home loan, I did not have anybody that I could depend on, I could rely on for the correct information, and I made a ton of mistakes. So if you found this video helpful, it was valuable for you, please do like, share, comment. It will help out my channel, yes, of course, but it's going to make sure that the right information is spread to the right veteran or service member, and it can change their life. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Thanks.